Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Israel Tier 2. Sorry about that intro. The preview was fooling us a little bit there. I'm here today with Mr. Pixel. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom indeed.
Salam alaikum.
Shalom indeed. We're in early. The intro was going to roll for a little bit while everyone looks to setups and everything, but yeah, it appears that after about 5 seconds of running it, it decides it doesn't want to do it anymore. Except when you're not live, then it does work. So that's nice. But I think we'll survive, Pixel. What do you think?
I think we will survive, but I don't think everyone in this race today will survive.
I don't think so either. No, and we also don't even have the safety car. So that will be a big span in the works, because that means that if you lose a wing, which many people will do, then you are out, basically.
Yeah,
you don't really have a second chance here. You can't lie to yourself and pretend that the safety car is still coming.
Why are we here, Bonito?
I don't know.
Just to suffer.
Just to suffer.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's obviously not Codemasters' fault that we can't use the safety car at this track, because it's impossible that a game series over 10 years in the making could have any glitches of any kind.
In Codemasters' defense, at the real-life Hanoi Grand Prix, there also was no safety car.
This is very true. I retract my statement. Codemasters are simply conforming to reality.
Okay, I have the chat open now. See if I can place that over here. Nice. Please let me know about the sound stuff. That should all be working now. That's actually been finessed with a lot of work over these past 7 days to master the sound engineering. Although I have a different commentator today, and I haven't adjusted his volume because it was a very last moment decision. So let me know if he's too loud or he doesn't exist. The game is louder than the
I wish
voices.
I didn't exist.
Oh, come on, man.
Low-key.
That's not cool, that's not cool.
Wait, that's not something I should say on stream. No. I'm sorry.
We'll leave that for later.
Please don't hit me, Wolfie. No!
He does that, yeah.
Yeah, he spanks me sometimes.
Alright, then let's move on. Let's not... I'm going to get beheaded. Let's see, so here. We see a lot of support for Wimpy in chat. Justin reports it's going to be a full dry race, which I think you know, I guess can kind of expect from this track. I don't know.
I mean, it is Vietnam. Quite a wet country, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but at this time of year, I don't think it really rains ever, does it, in Vietnam?
I have no idea. See, I know stuff about things, but not about these things.
I mean, I'm not gonna be here and pretend I'm I'm a professional at Vietnamese weather. But yeah. Anyway, we're on board with Goofy Goober. As he is out on his first lap, and he cuts the corner quite a lot there, which is not an invalidation. I'm gonna keep that in mind for the race in a couple hours. Oh, and he goes into a lot of traffic here as well. A couple of Red Bulls on the track, yeah.
And the big sleep on this straight, which is not a straight, but it basically is.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you get the braking wrong in the hairpin, you're flying to a different country, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And here as well, if you get this curb wrong, you can go wide very easily, bunk the wall on the left, and then crash into the right and lose your tire. I might have experienced that in the past myself.
And now we are in Mexico Sector 2. I mean Hanoi Sector 3. Sorry.
Yeah, yes. I mean, this is the only semi-interesting part, although this corner here is not very fun at all.
Not really, no.
It has very little flow.
Goofy Goober, P2, 35.5. I think the pace is 34 here. I might be wrong. I've genuinely no idea. I haven't driven this track very much at all.
Let's see here with Rust as he's completing. Oh no, he's starting his lap? No, he completed his lap. It is P4 for him. 34.4 by Mr. Formula Chris.
Formula Chris. Nice lap. Very solid opener. And Justin 2/10 back. Good effort from him as well.
Yeah, indeed. I'm gonna be on board here with Wimpy for a little bit. So he goes on to his lap. Seeing in chat a little bit about, we were talking about 13 drivers. Yeah, so there seems to be a clear problem with people on this track. And we opted to just leave it to the actual core drivers and reserves. And not mixing other tiers in, simply because we expect it to be a one-off. And we don't really want to mess up people's point standings and their ability to get points if like faster guys join or slower guys join the tier, just to kind of not interrupt the flow of things. Of course, I mean, if this were to become a common theme, then obviously would change some things, but I think it's not going to happen too often.
Yeah, I didn't expect participation to be this low, but I did expect some people not to want to drive Vietnam because it's a track that not a lot of people like. It's kind of, I guess it's kind of the same as a Monaco in league racing. No one really wants to drive it.
No, for sure not.
Which is a shame.
Yeah, I mean, you could put it down to like, hey, people don't like new tracks or something, but like, yeah, I think it's understandable to a certain degree that people wouldn't want to race it.
Yeah.
And many people are also going to be just demotivated because they're not going to be quite on the pace with the new track yet.
Yeah. But at the same time, like my approach, if I was a full-time driver, I'd pick tracks like this and Monaco, because people aren't going to want to drive it, so there's going to be less participation, which means it's going to be easier to get points.
Behind the walls a bit, that goes P4. That could have been so much better if he hadn't had that last corner incident. I wonder how much time he lost there.
Yeah, he definitely lost a big chunk.
Like a good 3-4 tenths maybe. Yeah.
For sure.
So sucks for him, but he has plenty of goals still. At least 2.
Yeah, and in spite of that mistake, it was still a reasonable time up there, albeit a second off Chris, but as a banker lap, it was pretty decent.
Yep, for sure. Tipsy says in chat, tracks like these are perfect for farming points. Yes, they are. They are indeed.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, usually what you'll find, you'll have the same in Tier 1 later as well, as the people who are actually participating are pretty much everyone who actually is invested in the championship in terms of fighting for a high position. Whereas the people who maybe aren't as motivated on that level are kind of like, I'll skip that one, we'll have China after that. And they practice for that instead. So, yeah, I mean, that's probably not the best way to go because there's a lot of points on the table now, and there's a lot to be gained from even the unprepared people who are racing. So
yeah, for sure.
I think it's good to always hang in there regardless.
Yeah. Cubson on a lap now, fastest first sector. Cubson, probably one of the strongest, if not the strongest driver in Tier 2 at the minute. A very good driver, very quick, and he has good racecraft as well, so he's fun to watch today.
One sec. Is that on the stream? Yes. Nice. What button was it? God damn it. Here. That's it. Okay, now I got it. Funny shortcuts, isn't it?
Yes. Preparedness 100.
Yes, I mean, not entirely. It's a bit weird, like my, I told you before, like the intro thing, for example. Oh, Gypsy, shut up. Shut up, dude. Oh my god, no. Please don't DM me, guys. Please don't do that.
Come on, man. Don't do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yes, Copson is P1. 34-2. I think there's still more to come, to be honest. I think they are going to tickle into the 33s. It's not quite over yet. But,
Copson channeling his inner Chad Bitsa. He is Polish as well, I believe. You love to see it, really.
Indeed. Tipsy has a objectively poor take. He says he prefers Hanoi over China, and he hates Hanoi. Good full track map, yes indeed.
I mean, like, I think they're both horrifically uninspired tracks, which is quite typical of Tilke designed racetracks. Except the few exceptions like Istanbul and Malaysia, both of which aren't on the calendar, sadly. But I mean, China, I think, is a better track because you can actually get some degree of racing. Just my opinion.
No, I agree. for
Tipsy
sure, I
is
agree.
welcome to have his opinions,
No, he's
even
not.
if they're wrong, such as his opinion on how to make a cup of tea.
Yeah, for example.
Yeah. Like, he's wrong, but I mean, that's his entitlement.
If his tea is
It's a
completely
free
white,
country.
is it really a tea? Or is it just milk
It's
with
not
leaves
really.
in it?
Basically, yes. And he squeezes the tea bag as well, which is just a big no-no, honestly.
Is it?
Yes.
I'm not a big tea drinker myself, but
Oh, come on, man.
I mean, I'm
Well,
disgusting myself. My coffee is basically white as well. I mean, I'm having milk with a bit of coffee in it.
If you make it with hot milk, that's acceptable. Oh, Bonito, no, we're not going to fall out on stream, are we?
We got
Oh, come on, man.
controversy unfolding.
Come
Justin
on, man.
goes P1 with a 33.9. We did tickle into those 33s.
Yes, we did.
But we're not quite done yet. I'm gonna go on board with Mr. Formula Chris here, as he's currently in Sector 2. Going for that DRS there. Clean air in front of him. Only a Haas to maybe worry about.
Yeah, should
And he
be
goes
okay. He's
very
more or
late
less
on the
mad.
brakes here. Gets around well though. On the power early. Oh, and he loses it though. A bit too early maybe on the
Yeah.
power.
It's a bit cheeky. Yeah, and he's lost a bit of time there. He's lost a 10.
That and Inferno Koi there getting out of the way nicely.
Yeah.
Not causing too much
job.
distraction. Good on him. And, he's
Still
gonna.
need to find something here. Really good line so far, I have to say.
Yeah, for sure.
Good speed.
And he completes the lap. And he goes P2.
Yeah. That was a big improvement. That was
Improvement
a
by
really
over
good.
3/10, yeah.
Yeah.
Good for
Also
him.
third sector.
Let's see, we have Mr. Wimpy, who is leaving the pits now in his new set. He's going to really be aiming to improve on his lap. I don't think he's going to be very happy with where he is right now. Rick messages me that he's here. Rick, you're free to join us for the trio.
Come.
Can you message him on Steam, actually? Let him know.
I don't actually have Rick on Steam.
Really?
I just realized now. Yeah. I don't know why I don't. I'm sorry, Rick.
Steam disconnected, someone says in chat, really? Ah, this was a while ago. Okay. On Discord chat, that is. So, hold on, let's have a look. What can we go on board with? So, he just did his lap. Heat? Heat will be on his lap at the moment, right? No, he's not.
No, he's just finished his lap.
Oh, okay.
So Cubson has just started the lap. I'm
Cubson
sure
has.
he'll want to answer back to Justin.
Yeah, let's have a look here. Ooh, and he kind of messes this one up. Ooh, that's not going to be helping his lap time. I don't know if he's going to be in shot of anything here. I assume he's going to rush back into the pits and try again. You can really cut that inside there, can't you?
Hello.
Yeah, you can.
Hello, Rick.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Just on time, mate.
Yeah, right about on time. I'm hearing everything in double on my screen and on my headphones.
That sounds
I
awful.
can hear
Rick.
it too, bro.
Rick, I need your take. What do you think of Justin that race's current qualifying performance of that on that soft tire?
I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I gotta fix that currently.
Oh, come on, man. You can't say that. You can't say that word. Come on, man.
Oh
You
god.
make Wimpy cry. Every time you swear on stream, Wimpy cries.
I don't even know who he is.
Oh, come on.
I'm not even sure. I mean, I'm actually kind of believing that he doesn't know. Listen, Rick, please no swearing, okay? We've gone over this before. We are a professional broadcasting team here. on EGL.
Yeah, everything double. It's so.
Rick, then may.
Is that a microaggression?
Yes. It
Is that a microaggression?
It is. Sue me.
Okay. So Cobzon is actually going to restart that lap. It's going to go again.
It's rewind time.
Let's see if he can avoid making that mistake this time.
Oh, I fixed it.
Of course, he will have more wear on his tires, which might be a disadvantage.
Oh, he's got to force
well,
India there.
surely it will be.
Yeah, oh, he's taking this much nicer now. Can he get under power early? Yes, he can.
Yeah, very clean through there. Good use of curves as well.
Give it a turn.
And shot, they say deplatform Rick.
Platform.
Yeah.
Hashtag cancel.
Let's see how he does. This is a tricky corner, I find, to really
Yeah,
get the most out of. I mean, there's a fast way to go through that carousel bit, as I like to call it, but also you can really compromise the straight line. And there's such a long straight here. You need to build everything up to this exit.
Yeah, you just get a power all through.
Yes, Rick, yes.
Right.
Let's see how he does into the corner here. That's actually pretty
Yeah, very
decent.
smooth.
Stays on the outside there. Very careful on the power, but
You did it. Fine.
Yeah, so far purple in both the first two sectors, so
Yeah.
this should be a pole, barring a mistake in the third sector.
he's being very conservative, I feel like. Yeah, he's really avoiding. I wouldn't say the apex, but. Oh, he's got a
Yeah,
car
just
right in front of
minimizing
him
the
here.
risk, I guess, but that's a big lockup that we've got.
Yeah, but that actually might have helped him with rotation in this case. Oh, and he misses it up into the last corner there. And he still goes P2, narrowly behind Justin with such a huge mistake at the end of the lap. I mean,
What could that lap have been? I would love to
Probably
know.
130.
Rick, can I have your track
Yeah,
analysis? What went wrong in that last bit of the qualifying lap?
Kowalski
he did bump into the wall at the end there, and he did, as you said, he did take the corners quite conservatively. So, of course, he could have gotten a lot more time, but I suppose he adjusted his tires for the race, which does actually make sense. I mean, he's still P2, but I mean, we still got 20 seconds to go. And he's on the track, and I suppose we'll see what else will happen.
My god. Formula Chris has been massively impeded by Cobzon's retired car, having to get completely off the racing line into turn 4, I believe. That wouldn't have helped. I imagine he would be quite upset about that. And Justin
We're
does a
on about
30.5.
with Tilda as well. Yeah, Justin does improve his lap. Tilda here as well, entering the last couple of corners. As Wimpy retires, he's done with this lap. P5, not too bad from him. Where does Tilda put it? He stays in P7, he improves by 3 milliseconds.
Ah,
Yikes, bro.
F.
So Rick, back to that earlier lap from Cobson. So you would say from your technical perspective that the reason why he ended up losing out on his lap was in fact because he hit the wall and went sideways. Is that correct?
Well, I mean, of course, that is one of the reasons. He did save a lot of tires, as I said earlier, probably to race a bit longer in the actual race. But I mean, it's still a good time. He still got P2 out of it, and probably could have gotten P1 by the looks of it. But I mean, P2, it's still in the it's in the front of the grid. So let's see what he will make out of it in the race.
Rick, I just want to ask you, considering the long straights here, do you think it's actually a better position to start being P2 as opposed to P1, having the slipstream onto those long straights?
See, that's actually a very interesting thing, because you can actually use the DRS zones and the slipstream on this track quite well. And yes, of course, in this case, it would actually make sense to not start in P1, so that you can use all of the slipstream you can get. I mean, another thing is we saw that with Sanix the last race, that he tactically placed himself in P11 so that you can use the tires. But I suppose that this wasn't in the.
Oh no! Larson gets it all wrong there out of the last corner. Oh boy.
That is
very sad.
Yeah,
very sad.
that corner catches everyone out today, I think.
Yeah.
It is a nasty one. It's a bit deceiving.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is quite hard to take, in my opinion. Like when I used to race, I think I always crash out in this corner.
Yeah, Rick, you raced around this track a couple of years ago in real life, didn't you? How was it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was quite difficult. Yeah, I mean, the corner is quite sharp, so you really have to get into it. You really have to drive it a couple of times to get a feel of it. For it. Otherwise, you just crash out every time. You gotta find your point, your braking point, and your turning point. Otherwise, it's just not gonna work for you in the race.
Yeah, there you go. You guys gotta know as well, he's actually a GT4 driver in real life since 2017. So having a look at the final short qualifying results, Justin gets the pole by quite a significant margin, half a second. Cobson following up, then Formula Chris, Inferno Koi, Eddie, Wimpy with a decent enough lap considering he was complaining about being incredibly slow. SLR Heat in the Red Bull, Goofy Goober, Tilda, SLR, NJJ, Larson, Hyper, and Rustin P13.
You only have 13 drivers today.
Indeed.
Yes.
Oh, that is
Indeed.
quite sad.
Quite a big spread in terms of the quality pace of the field, and I think not just down to mistakes, but just
it's just the track
general
knowledge.
preparedness.
Yeah, it's just the track knowledge. I mean, it's not going to be the same.
It is quite a technical track, so in putting in the work to find the time in each individual corner definitely pays off.
Gamer Nebo says in chat that Inferno has improved almost a second of his SLR time.
Wow.
Yeah, well, that's the value of track knowledge and practice.
And experience right there, yep, for sure. I'm starting to get a bit worried about
I believe on this track, experience is everything.
Yeah, for
Yep,
sure.
for the first time, for sure. Every little trick you know can really help you out here.
Yeah.
Nils says this track is hard, and then he says Bathurst. Actually, it's Hanoi. That's funny because it was clearly talking about something else, is it?
Yeah.
We got the predicted pit stop strategies here, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone's starting on soft. Then apparently pushing onto the medium, but I'm pretty sure this is a one stop.
Yeah. I mean, with the long straights, I wouldn't be surprised if it would only be one stop.
You think there's not going to be a lot of wear because there's not as many corners?
Yes, I mean the corners, they are quite sharp, but I think just the quantity of them reduces the tire wear quite a bit.
How much? Is it still going? I need an invite. This is perfect.
Awful.
Why? Why is this happening now? Why?
I don't know.
Well,
Toaster quality.
No worries.
But yeah, no, you can indeed, as I said earlier, use these straights for some nice slipstream and for some nice DRS. This will give a lot of opportunities for the drivers in the back of the grid to have some easy overtakes, unlike the ones in the front.
Sorry guys, I actually left the lobby then so I could get myself the no penalty glitch.
OP.
That's why I did that.
Yeah, big brain strap.
But Rick, how much G-force are you expecting the drivers to feel into the hairpin braking zone?
Well, I mean, it is a hairpin, so I do expect quite a bit. Depends on how hard the brake does it. So, I mean, of course, braking also puts on G for the driver, but I expect 3G, 4G.
Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Come on, man.
Son of a...
But
Oh,
there's
lights are reviving.
That is awful timing.
Oh, and we are away. Good start from Justin. Fending off Cubs on. Several cars wide into turn one, a few cars going off the track. But pretty clean so far, no contact.
Last message of Tipsy.
Right, this is great.
Yeah.
So Formula Chris taking P2. This is epic.
Alright, here we are, boys. So, unfortunately, the broadcasting antenna at the track fell over.
Yeah.
So they've put it back up again, so we're live again. What have we missed here?
We've missed the start where roughly half of the field missed turn 2. Oh, and Hyper is vibing. I think he ran off the track. Might have missed his braking point. I didn't really see that.
Oh, Capsule.
And Capsule has had some difficulties after a great qualifying, and he's knocked his wing as well. So that's really unfortunate.
Yeah,
that's a lot of damage.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, he's gonna have to pit. That's kind of ruined his race now. Quite a shame.
Yeah, it is.
And
Yeah,
he's retired and we're down to
retired.
12.
Yeah, understandable. There's no safety car to save him, and Larson must have been involved in that because he's after coming into the pits.
This will be an interesting 5-on-P1 between Formula Chris and Justin Racer.
Yeah, and the lobby has completely desynced for me,
Are you joking,
or
man?
at least the standing screen on the left. Yeah, it is most definitely vibing.
I got the predicted.
Oh, I think it's okay now.
Can you even hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. So, Inferno Koi, quite impressively, somehow or other, has found himself in P3, which I didn't expect. He didn't have he didn't qualify too close to the front, if I recall correctly. He qualified around P8.
Yeah. He definitely from the Capsule.
Yeah, I stand corrected. He qualified P4, which I didn't catch. At least the game says he's up one position. Inferno running well, as his teammates. Good race for Haas so far. Let's see if they can keep it.
Yep, sticking together there, P3 and P4.
Justin already stretching his legs over Formula Chris, setting the fastest lap. And he's outside the DRS range now, which is quite important given the length of the straights here. Formula Chris likewise, pulling it away from Inferno Koi.
Yeah. I mean, same with Justin Racer from the Formula Chris. He is building up quite a lead.
Yep, for sure. Last can
Also,
be in for some good
Justin
points today.
Yeah, assuming they can hang on to this, but Wimpy is looking to get in on the action.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he is creating quite a bit on Eddie.
Yeah, for sure. You can't count Wimpy out. He does race hard. Crucially, Eddie has the DRS of his teammates, as quite hard to overtake as the third car in a train, which will kind of neutralize Wimpy's attempts to get Eddie. Still trying to harass him nonetheless. Try to pressure him into a mistake. NGJ, a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's not what you want. Yeah.
Oh boy, NJJ.
That is very unfortunate.
That
Yeah,
puts,
that would be quite costly.
puts both of the alphas right at the back of the field. The only cars that are not in the points at the moment.
That's a big F.
It's a real Ferrari moment.
It do be. And I have absolutely no idea how Justin hasn't gotten a warning for the way he's been cutting that chicane there at the end of Sector 1, but somehow
you can just cut it a lot, yeah.
Yeah, it is quite ridiculous.
I mean, it's the same as with Abu Dhabi. You just gotta, like, the fastest way around that track, for example, is really finding out where you can exploit the track limits.
Oh, and Wimpy goes for a bit of a dive on Eddie, bit of contact there, but no wing lost for anyone, and gets the position. Not the cleanest way of doing the move, and they lost a lot of time to Inferno Koi. Gap is 3 seconds, but Wimpy not hanging around.
No, he wants to get the moves done and push towards the top as soon as he can.
This work for now. Well, let's see how this will develop.
Yeah. Something worth mentioning though, penalties I suppose aren't quite as critical now because there isn't the threat of the safety car due to the issues with it on this track. So you don't have to worry about safety car bunching you back up, so it can... Obviously penalties are not ideal, but they're less critical.
Sorry about that, by the way, guys. I'm quickly...
It's alright, baby girl.
Fixing something.
It's alright, baby girl.
Oops. Alright, sorry about that. There you go.
Yeah, Formula Chris is losing a lot of time to Joachim the Racer. Same with Coy.
Quite spread out, it must be said.
Yeah.
Yep.
Investing on this straight.
Eddie looking for a little bit of revenge on Wimpy. He's going for it.
Oh yeah, he is.
He's actually gotten it before the braking zone. It's just gonna make Wimpy run the long way around. He's gonna have to worry about the
McLaren. He's got a McLaren to worry about here as well.
Wimpy has massively bottled that. He's in the wall.
Oh boy, Wimpy. Hopefully enough. Oh yeah, there's front wing damage for him as well.
Yeah.
It's gone all wrong for him.
Right beyond the curve and got a bit too eager to gather it up and only ended up costing himself yet more time. That's
relatable.
That's quite a blunder there, yeah. Yeah, I can strongly relate to this.
Niels asked in chat, so the 4 guys at the back are all on mediums. What does it say about the tires? They are medium.
Yeah, that's true.
It really does, yeah.
They are indeed on the medium. It comes to, the question still, how will this factor into the race later on? Because they are on the medium. So, you know, it's not as spread apart as it might look. For example, now Wimpy has pitted. Is going to go on the medium to finish race? Or can he do that? I don't think...
I have genuinely no idea.
I don't think you can take that tire for that long. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think it can do 22 laps.
No, I think it is a 2-stop, which is the recommended strategy here as far as I can tell.
Okay.
The pit lane is quite short because you chop off the last 2 corners of Sector 3 and you miss turn 1.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Canada in that respect, where you can lose a lot less time in the pit lane than in other tracks.
For sure. Absolutely. We're gonna go on board with Mr. Goofy as he's gonna stick it close to Eddie.
And Eddie getting very sideways.
Yeah. Somehow actually still has most speed on the straight.
Goofy does definitely look a bit more comfortable than Eddie, it must be said. Happy to run quite close to his rear.
Yep, for sure. Despite the dirty and everything, he's very relaxed looking. I think he knows there's all the time in the world to make this work.
And Eddie, a bit of a lock up there. Goofy kind of followed him through, but not quite as severe. Missed the apex a bit in the last turn, probably dirtier.
You just have the opportunity to use the DRS on Goofy now. Capstone is definitely
Yeah. According to the game, the pit window is now open for the 2-stop, so expect to see some pit stops soon.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Alrighty. So yeah, we got 3 cars now that are gonna go down the street with each other. Surely that nothing can go wrong.
Oof.
Oh, classic.
Ravioli, ravioli.
Give me the come.
Oh, stream is alive again. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Formula 1 2020.
Oh my god, hold on.